Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Timberborn. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and away we go. So, we are picking up pretty much directly from the end of last episode. We have our large reservoir over here. It is filling. Slowly, but it is filling. We have ourselves a bunch of water pumps over here, and we are clearing this area out because we want to lay in some explosives. At the moment, we don't have many. So we're going to leave it for now because obviously that's going to take quite a few. We want to bring all of this section down to the same level as the base, essentially. So bring all of this down to here. So that is going to take a few explosives, which we, as I say, currently don't have. We can set up the rest of it, though. We'll pop down... Oh, no, that's entirely the wrong way, John. Come on, sort yourself out. We'll pop down some stairs there. Bring the path along. Like so. And bring some stairs up. Some stairs, thank you. Up there. And that should give us access to all of this section here. Yeah. So we'll do that. That appears to be the only thing that we're building at the moment. Let's bring the water back. There we go. So yeah, all of this should fill up by the time we get the next drought or bad tide. Should. I think we've had back-to-back bad tides from what I remember. So we'll probably end up with a drought next time. We are not flowing... Oh, there we go. We are flowing through there. That's about right. We appear to have some sort of blockage there. Let's drop that down. That's 1.8. That should be fine. There shouldn't be any flooding problems there. We'll leave that as it is. Okay. We have our tubeways in, or at least the start of our tubeway network. Somebody did mention that additional landing points or stations, if I want to be technical about it. Additional stations would be a good idea. And yes, I think you're probably right. And honestly, I reckon a station up here would probably be okay, wouldn't it? We continue this along onto this section here. And stick a station up by the housing there. Would that be useful? I think it probably would. Alright, let's do that. Let's bring the platforms across there. We'll bring the tubeways in as well. Now, where do we want to put the station? I mean, putting it there would seem to be the best plan, wouldn't it? Just connect it straight up to the back like that. I'll tell you what, let's move it forward one. That makes it easier to come out of this side here if we want to come out further this way. Yes, okay, we'll do that. Let's pop that tubeway on there, and we'll pop that there. And I'll tell you what we'll also do. Let's pop some steps in there and connect up that path as well. Just to make it ever so slightly easier for people up here, or for beavers up in the houses here, to get to the food stores over here. Alright, that's that. What is going to be next? Ooh. Good question. We're almost out of metal over here. We are collecting metal over here as well, but not sure how long that's going to last. Yeah, alright. Let's have a look then. Wellbeing, we are only missing the things that we need power for. But that's not too much of an issue because we could certainly put power in for them. Yeah. Now, where would we want... I mean, entertainment over here is probably a good idea. We've already got a campfire. We've got a rooftop terrace. We've got some scratchers. We've got some detailers. Okay. Okay. We don't yet have any wood cutting over here, do we? But we are okay for wood cutting. Alright, yeah, let's get ourselves... What shall we get? I mean, a swimming pool over here we've got. So an exercise plaza would be the next logical thing, wouldn't it? So let's pop that there. We'll bring a path up to it, and then we can put some more decoration and things around should we need to. Okay, what else? Well, we're doing all right for most things. We do want to expand. We do want, obviously, more water, because water is always good. We'll want to expand this little bad water reservoir here at some point. Probably during a drought would be the best time to do that. How are we doing for power on here? That's not going to be a lot of use because they're all switched off for the night. I tell you what, I'll spin on till the morning. Right, day 3 then. So we are doing well. We've got a boost to our happiness level. Our well-being level is up to 27 now, which isn't too bad for the size of the colony. Quite happy with that. That will likely be down to the monuments that we have around this set of housing here. I mean, we could probably get one in here as well, couldn't we? If we stick a monument there, it will get both houses. If we stick it up here somewhere, we'll have lots more space. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm going to pop it in there because that will leave us room to build around these storage units here if we need to. We're set up to come around this way with the ladders, but we might end up going all the way around. Yeah, so if we get that put in there, that will boost their well-being on this side as well, which might give us a bonus. Our exercise plaza is going in. It's taking its time. We do have plenty of metal blocks. We have a decent amount of planks. There's a point. Oh no, our lumber mill is on over here. All right. That's good. We only have one unemployed beaver, which is... I mean, it's a good thing, obviously. Oh, we have 2. All right, fair enough. It is a good thing. It means we are being more efficient with our use of beavers. We don't have a whole bunch of them running around doing nothing. At least not until the drought hits. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to boost our production of explosives, yes. So, yeah, we're what, 170? Yeah, that's without the wood workshop and the second centrifuge switched on. I feel like we should have this second centrifuge on. So we're going to use those 2 beavers in there. Now, we are overproduction. So, we're going to need more power up here, aren't we? Yeah, alright, okay, we are going to need more power. How are we going to bring power in? That's a good question. I'm glad I asked. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we're going to put power. My original idea was to have power along here, but obviously we've got this here now, so I suppose we can do that still, can't we? If we put that in, whoops, there, and bring the path around like that. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I mean, it's not ideal, but we'll work with it. Leaves a space for another engine on there. Doesn't leave a space to connect anything else up. So we'd have to figure out a way to bring the power across. Let's try this. Can we connect the power up to that section? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Alright, we'll get them to build all of that then. Water, we're doing okay. We're close to full, which is great. More water storage would probably be useful, wouldn't it? So let's get some water storage additional water storage in there. And let's get some more in over here as well. There we are. So you can store water. And you can store water. There we go. There's a little bit of building work for them to get on with. Oh, our additional tubeway station is in. No idea if anyone's going to be using it. We'll keep an eye on that. And I'll spin on till the either the start of the drought or until we get all of this building work complete. And then we'll figure out what the next stage is going to be. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that this tubeway station is seeing some traffic. There you go. A fair amount of traffic, so it's definitely worth doing. Right, day 5. No drought or bad tide warning yet, and we've hit a well-being of 30. I mean, briefly, it dropped down again pretty quickly, but we did hit 30 temporarily. Right, over here we've got our Labourer Monument in. Thank you, autosave. Doing a sterling job, as always. We've got our additional water supply, our water storage over here, in. Additional water storage over here, in. We have our engine, in. And we have this power shaft here, which does appear to be working. So we can spread additional power over this way, which is good. So we know we can carry on our industrial area this way, which is all I really wanted from that. We're going to need to be careful because we're probably going to want to come across this way eventually with our thingy. Tubeway. Why have I got a blind spot with Tubeway? Why can I not remember the tube? Dear oh dear. But yes, we'll probably want to come across this way with that eventually anyway. We have ourselves a mine over here. We have ourselves a water source up here and more ruins. So yeah, it would be useful to be able to come across this way with it. So we'll try and be a bit careful. Do you know what I might do? I feel like it wouldn't be a stupid idea to just lay in some explosives there and lay in a solid tubeway underground there, just in preparation for when we want to come across here. I suspect we'll probably want to do something additional with that end. So I'll try to remember to lay in the solid tubeway just up to here. Because we might need to drop that down another level so we can get an overhang on there. Or we might want to bring the tubeway up onto an overhang and bring it across, because I mean, these are at the same height. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we can do there. We can build the tubeway out in preparation across there. Okay, now, what are we going to do next? Good question. Still not 100% sure. I'm reasonably confident that these mangroves are just going to die. Honestly, because this isn't going to maintain water. It's going to evaporate. Unless we put in a water dump to keep it topped up. But then I'd have to keep micromanaging it because we've only got dams across here. We don't have floodgates to control it. So I suppose what we could do is if we destroy those stairs there, we can put floodgates across there, couldn't we? Or yeah, let's put floodgates across there. That's absolutely fine. Then we get rid of these dams and replace them with platforms. But that will allow us to store a little more water in here. And it means it won't constantly drain. And it means that putting in a fluid dump to keep it topped up would actually be worthwhile. And it would keep all of this hydrated, so we could use this area for additional planting of resources. We already have a forester here. We could put in some tree planting. That's not an entirely stupid idea, is it? Let's get rid of those. we could put in some coffee bushes. Let's put in some coffee bushes, shall we? Because we've already got gatherers down here. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just straighten that up. Oh, you know what? In fact, let's come across here and we'll... I suspect we'll want to get rid of these birch trees, so let's just mark those to be demolished. And then we'll fill this in with tier 1 explosives and bring it down to the same level, and then we'll use this area for planting. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, our explosives are in, so let's set these off. If I can find an angle where we'll be able to see them all. There we go. There we go. Right. Well, solid tubeway. Up to there. We will leave that space there. And then drop down into there. Let me just check something. That doesn't need to be a solid tubeway, so we'll just use a standard one there to drop down. Excellent. Alright, okay. That's that. I'll spin on till the start of the drought and or bad tide. Okay, day 8, and we finally got the drought warning. I've obviously changed the settings a little bit more than I thought. I thought it only had it up to about 6 days before the drought warning, but yeah, clearly I messed that up. So we are getting longer periods between the droughts, which is, you know, fine from a gameplay perspective, but it's not, you know, not as challenging as perhaps it might be. So, yeah, we kind of let up. Well, I was going to say we kind of let ourselves down there. I let us down. I made that mistake. That was on me. But up here we can see we are almost full here with our big old reservoir. So it should probably start overflowing out of these dams sooner or later. Probably sooner. Which is a nice problem to have, obviously. I'd rather that we were using all of that water. But, you know, it's good to have it stored. Okay, over here we've got our explosives laid in, so let's set these off. There we go. So that clears up a nice big space for us here. So let's plant ourselves some coffee bushes. Just in there, like so. That's fine. Over here I've put in some additional steps down. So we can get onto some platforms here. I'm going to put in some additional storage just in there. And obviously that is going to be for... Where are we? Coffee beans, coffee beans, coffee beans. There we are. So we'll store some coffee beans in there. Obviously we will need a... whatchamacallit. It'll be under food, presumably. A coffee brewery. It's only 500 science. We have 6,000, so we're okay there. And that's 200 horsepower. It's also only a small building, so we can get that in up here somewhere. I am going to... Ooh, what am I going to do? So I do want to get another explosives factory, and I think that's going to be essential, honestly. Because we're just not producing explosives quickly enough, frankly. Now, I could just use the power shaft things here to just drop that power down and connect up to an explosives factory here. But if we get another sort of 2-story building, like these food processors, we'll be able to feed the power into the top there and not have to worry about wasting that space. Now, that really means, I mean, ideally, it means another food factory, doesn't it? That would be the best thing to put in there. And that probably means that we'll want some more food being grown. And, I mean, looking at the space, we don't have a lot of it. Yeah. Where are we going to put these? I mean, we could put them out here, couldn't we? Now we've got all this space. We've got, what? 25 scrap metal left to collect there. That's not going to take very long at all, is it? Alright, okay, right. Hydroponic gardens. We will stick one in just there. And connect it to the path. And we will stick a second one right on top there. No, that's a food factory. There we go. We will also put in, I always go to the wrong thing, some water storage, because they use quite a lot of water. We will grow, what will we grow? Algae, I think. We'll do algae rations first. We'll want some storage for algae over here, which we will put in. I think we'll wait until that is cleared out, and then we'll put in some storage in there. We'll probably go with a large warehouse just tucked in there for algae. Or algae. But I also want... Is it worth putting in another tubeway station over here? We've got one right there. That's close enough, I think. Probably. Yeah, that's probably close enough. I did put another one down here. Just right by these water pumps down here. And it allows us to sort of utilise this space a little bit, should we want to, in the future. Which I think we probably will. Okay. Okay. Let's spin on. We'll let things get built. We'll move on to the start of the drought, I think. We'll see how long it's going to be. There we go then. The drought has started, and it's going to be 23 days. That's quite a lot, honestly. We can turn this lumber mill off because there's no flow through here. Everything else is fine. We've closed up everything. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to turn off most of these water pumps because we probably don't need them. There we go. We have 4.3 thousand water in storage. That's okay. We'll leave this one on here and let it drain that little section there. Although first, I think... Let's see. We'll drain a little bit of this water into this river section here. Let's try to avoid too much flooding if we can. There we go. So that's just topped that up a little bit there. This is reasonably full. This is reasonably full. We are probably going to want a fluid dump on here as well, aren't we? Yes, we are. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves a fluid dump on there. We don't need it on all the time, obviously, just enough to prevent this from drying out, essentially. We have sufficient, I think. Explosive-wise, we're very slow. You have finally finished all of that, so we can turn you off and, whoops, demolish that scavenger flag. That's great. We can pop in some large storage right there, and you are going to be storing algae. There we are. I'm putting in another tubeway stop just here, because I noticed them travelling all the way out to this one and then coming back across this way. So I figured this might sort of speed up those journeys a little bit, make it a little bit more efficient. I didn't bother to drop down and then climb back up with the tubeway. I just did a straight line. We've got overhangs there, so yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, in terms of food, also we're great. Plenty of storage of pretty much everything except berries, really. And that's because this is pretty much our only berry growing area. I suppose we could put some more in. Yeah, we won't bother just yet. How long until they grow? Yeah, another 6 days. Alright, we'll see how that goes. We should be alright. Should be alright. Our algae hydroponic gardens are in. And they are going to take a really long time to grow. But, you know, grow they will. Eventually. Right, we will want... Where are we? Another food factory. Because we'll need to process those algae into algae rations, but we'll put that on there, and we will put in, where are we? No, where are you? There you are, landscaping, that's what I'm looking for. An additional explosives factory. Then we can sort of speed up our production of these explosives, get a bit more of a stock up, and then we can start doing some exploding. Because we like exploding things. It gives us purpose. Alright. Apart from that, I think we're good to just spin on. I did put some additional housing in over here. And we've got the same sort of bonuses. So we get the light bonus, the street light bonus, and the shrub bonus. But we've got a gap here, which I think we should fill with something a bit bigger. And I think probably the beaver statue is the best way to go. The clock is only within 3 tiles. So that would affect all of it. Yeah, but I think we'll go for a beaver statue. Ooh. Is that facing the right way? It is. Yeah, go on. Let's get a beaver statue in there. Okay. And I'll spin on through the drought. We'll see how we do. Right then, we are on day 17. We have about 17 days left of the drought. And I've started to widen this section here because we've already drained all of the bad water out of it. Which isn't ideal, because it means we now have no more bad water. So, let's detonate these. There we go. Let's open that up a little bit, and we'll get some steps down. On... Oops, that was a little bit far out. We didn't want to go that far out, did we? Let's try that again. There we are. We can get down on there, and we'll do the same. Oops. Over here. There we go. And we'll... We can probably get away with it. Probably. We'll get some more explosives laid in here and here. And obviously we'll remove the steps and backfill as we go. Okay, so in other news, I mean, apart from the fact that we have no bad water, we're doing all right. Everything that was being built has been built. So we got our storage in. I'm putting in some additional storage over here for algae rations when we finally start making them. We do still have some bad water in our explosives factories by the looks of it. So we'll be able to get a couple more bits of explosives out. I think that's that for this one. Yeah, so this will be the last lot in there. Couple more in there. So, yeah. We definitely need more bad water storage, don't we? I mean, I suppose there's no reason why we don't just put in another... yeah, another medium tank. And you're going to be for bad water as well. Yeah, I mean, we've blitzed through the resources that we have. As you can see, this tile is usually sort of down here somewhere. We've got no planks. We've got no gears. Yeah, no bad water. It's not looking good in terms of basic resources, is it? I've turned the gear factory off so we can try and build up a few planks, but obviously we're going to be using those in all of the remaining construction. So yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. We definitely need more industry up and running, but obviously we're not going to be able to do that until we've got some more resources in. Yeah. I'll spin on. Right then, day 22. We've got about 12 days left of the drought, so we're more or less halfway through. Still 4,000 water in stock at the start of the day, so that's fine. We have plenty to draw from here. It has dried up here, and it has dried up in here. So we are only using these 4 water pumps at the moment to get water out, which probably isn't enough, honestly. But it's what we have for the moment, so it will have to do. Obviously over here we've cleared out this space. We've widened this little reservoir for our bad water. Yep. Hopefully that will be helpful. We're still waiting for this to be constructed because we don't have any gears. I'm letting the planks build up a little bit before I turn on the gear workshop again, because we burned through our planks with all the construction we've been doing. But everything, I think, is now finished. I have put in an additional industrial lumber mill up here in our industrial area. What do we do? We can probably afford to turn off a few of these engines, can't we? There we go. Save ourselves a little bit of wood. Not that logs are really an issue at the moment. We've burned through a few of them, literally burned through, with our industrial area there, burning through on the engines. We still have a little bit of planting available, a few trees available to cut down. Not many, so perhaps a second area would be a good idea. Okay, these coffee beans have come into seed, so we'll get that gatherer flag up and running. We've also got the mangroves up and running as well, so let's get that one done. We'll focus you on mangroves, and you will focus on coffee beans for the moment, just to get those cleared and into storage. Now, do we have any storage for mangroves? It doesn't look like we do, does it? Yeah, we'll probably want some of that, won't we? Let's get some of that down here, shall we? And we'll get a medium warehouse on top there to store mangroves. There we go. You are set up for coffee, aren't you? Yes, you are set up for coffee. That's good. Right. Okay, so this is staying filled at the expense of the water that we're pouring in there. But it's okay. It's not evaporating too quickly. So we're not burning through too much water there. Yeah, I do want to get down here and demolish all of this as quickly as possible so that we can get, you know, more water pumps in here. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do that. We can get in down here, can't we? So yeah, let's start there. We're going to bring that down. We're going to bring all of this down to the bottom layer. Yep, that's what we'll do. Okay, so what have we got? 1, 2, 3. That's about 5 deep there then. So we'll want to take out, you know, this section here to start with, all the way down to the bottom there. So we can do that, like so. And we'll be able to get another water pump in there. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yep, that's it. That's the plan. Good, good, good. Right, how are we doing for everything else? 125 planks. That's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. Right, let's get the gear workshop switched on then. We should have enough power. If not, I'll turn on another engine. Okay, and I will spin on till the end of the drought. There we go, the drought is over. We did absolutely fine. We've still got over 3,000 water in stock, still nearly 6,000 food. Yeah, absolutely fine. Obviously, we're not doing so great on resources. We've got almost no bad water because we ran out almost immediately. Still got plenty of extract, so that's good. Building up a stock of gears again. Our planks are looking pretty good now. Logs, we dropped pretty far down with logs for a while, but that's on the way back now. We've had a bit more of a sort of growth spurt over here. I also, over here, have put in some more planting for oaks. So we're going to have a bunch more growing there. I've put in a lumber flag there, so that we can obviously cut those when they grow. And I put some stairs up onto this plateau and put in a lumberjack flag to get rid of all these dead trees. So each one of those is worth 8 logs, so that's a bunch of wood for us to collect there. Where are we? Over here, I replaced that regular tubeway with a solid one and put some steps over it. And I've put in another gear factory around the back here. We are good for power for the moment. Yeah, now that we're bringing in bad water again, we can think about turning on our explosives factories in a day or so. This should be filling. Yep, it is. There we go, and they should start pumping. Good stuff. Okay, hopefully that will have time to fill up. We'll see. Down here I've planted in some more mangroves, just up to the limit of the forester there. I've put in some additional storage on here for berries. So we now have corn, coffee beans, mangrove fruits and berries all being stored over here. And I've put in some more planting for berries just down here as well. Just because we're holding steady on berries. So if we actually want to increase our stock, we're going to need to plant and harvest more. So that's what we've done over here. Put in another hydroponic garden up here to grow us some more algae. We currently have 140 in stock. That's from 2 harvests. We've got another one coming in. Another 2 coming in a few days. So we'll wait until that's done before we turn on the food factory to start processing that into rations. What are you? You're explosives. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the water has returned, or is in the process of returning. We've got all of these switched back on. So once the water does return, that'll be fine. Everything will operate automatically. The water has returned here, so this should start filling up. We did take quite a lot out of here. Probably around 2 tiles worth out of here, if not slightly more. So yeah, that's a little bit surprising. But obviously we're going to be taking a lot more out of that. So we're probably going to want to enlarge it as quickly as possible. So we are bringing in bad water now. I am going to turn on one of our explosives factories, which leaves us plenty of power. And we'll try and build up a stock of explosives as soon as we start getting more bad water, and I'll turn on the other explosives factory as well. But we'll want to have a bit of a stock before we do that. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to play on for a few more days, probably to the start of the next drought or bad tide, and we'll see how we can build up those resources. I won't build anything more just yet, I don't think. No, I think we're okay. I think we'll carry on as we are for the moment. There we are then. There's the next drought, and it's going to be 25 days. We should be okay. I'm going to shut most of these water pumps off again. And obviously we'll shut our lumber mill off there as well. There we go. So we filled up this reservoir again, so we've got plenty of water to draw from over there. We've got this reservoir filled, but that's not going to last us very long at all. With 4 pumps on it, that will drain within a few days. Over here, yeah, we've got 3 of these hydroponic gardens. We are producing algae. We have also switched on our food factory to convert that algae into rations. So we are starting to produce algae rations. We've even got a couple of mangrove fruits in storage, which is unusual because they usually get eaten straight away. I'm putting in a coffee brewery over here and a medium tank in which to store coffee. Fairly close to the Tubeway station there, so that should be alright. How are we looking in terms of power? 1295, 1600. Alright, we can probably afford to turn something else on. Not that we really need anything else on at the moment. We're okay for extract. Not great, but okay. Should we turn that on again? Yeah, let's turn that one on as well. There we go. What are we looking at? 1495. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So we'll turn some of that bad water into extract and some of it into explosives. We've currently got about 70 explosives, which is slowly decreasing because we are in the process of laying in explosives over here to start bringing this down to the bottom level. yeah, that's basically where we are, and that is where we will leave it for this episode, I think. It's been a strange episode. I mean, nothing major has happened. We haven't advanced time a great deal. But we do have a lot of stuff done that we really needed to get done. We've got more log storage, more log capacity in, rather. We've gotten rid of these. We've upped our food production, upped our planting. Yeah, we've done okay. It hasn't been a wildly exciting one, but, you know, our well-being is now hovering around 30, which is good. That means we have happy, smiley beavers. And who doesn't want a happy, smiley beaver? Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. We need to think about where we're going next. And I think there's sort of 2 or 3 options. Coming up here to secure this freshwater source over here. Coming over here to secure this freshwater source over here, which is a slightly larger one. Or making our way over here and trying to secure whatever the hell is going on in this area. Yeah, because we've got a freshwater source under there, and obviously a bad water source there. So I don't really know what I'm going to do over this area, other than sort of demolish everything and rebuild from scratch. I don't know what to do. So I think it'd probably be more sensible to come over and secure one of these water sources. This one will be easier, I think, because it's slightly higher, and we can do pretty much the same there as we've done over here, and just set up some sluices to split off the bad water from the fresh water. And there's a lot of space there to build a really big reservoir, isn't there? Yeah, and then we could just dump the bad water across there. Over here, not sure. Because it's a lot lower down, it will be difficult to get that into a reservoir. Yeah. I mean, we can certainly go blow a reservoir in deeper with explosives, but we won't be able to necessarily build up unless we want to look at... where are we? Yeah, those things, the mechanical fluid pumps. To sort of transfer the water up. Don't know, we'll have to have a think. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. If you've enjoyed it and you want to see more, please check out the videos on my channel. And please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.